great image here. Sarah Langs at the Orioles-Yankees game last night. That's with Kevin Brown and Melanie Newman calling the game for the O's. Sarah Langs rejoins us now here on MLB Now. Sarah, Brian Kenny here. Great to have you back on the show.
Hey, thanks so much for having me, VK.
Always good having you here, Sarah. I've got to get some interesting things here. Where do you want to start on Shohei Ohtani? A lot of places to go. Where would you like to start?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, there's so many places, as you said. I'm going to start with what he's done in the second half this season. He has 24 homers and 33 stolen bases. Each of those are either leading the majors or tied for the MLB lead. Aaron Judge tied to win home runs last time. There's been only one player in baseball history who lead the majors in both home runs and stolen bases, including ties like he has right now, in a second half all time since the first All-Star game, which won in 1933, and it was Willie Mays in 1955. So Shohei Ohtani, as long as Judge doesn't pass him in home runs over the weekend, will do this. Imagine that. Shohei and Willie Mays.
Wow, that's amazing. And 44 and 33 is a season. We lead the league in a lot of years. The Tigers, how about this? The Tigers were 10 back not that long ago, going on this amazing stretch run. How historic is that run?
It is absolutely incredible. As you said, 10 back. They probably will be later today. The fifth team to make the playoffs after being 10 games out of a playoff spot or more to release 115 games. And remember that crazy game 160 we had back in 2011? Those Cardinals, man, for some reason this is a Cardinal way, something they really enjoy doing. And then, of course, you have the 1951 time. The Tigers were 10 out through 118 games. They will most likely join this list in the next few days, if not tonight.
It's funny, I remember the old ones better than the newer ones, you know. And I was watching the newer ones, at least in 2011 as well. That's actually, obviously, chasing, now, different types of wild cards than, the divisional, league championships that they had back in the old days. But all right, let's talk about the new days. There's new StatCast visualizations out there, StatCast powered by Google Cloud. Sarah, this is fascinating now. What are we looking at here? What can we see now about pitch movement? Tell us about it.
So we have been working, and the amazing StatCast team has been working on how to describe pitches. What this is showing us is induced break. Induced break is the idea of looking at a pitch without gravity and saying, okay, if you threw this pitch in the vacuum and you threw him with absolutely no spin, what would happen to him? And then comparing to, like you have Chris Sale here, what actually happens when that pitcher throws it with the spin that he induces and all of that other movement. So we're able to describe things like a rising pass ball and the direction and movement that the pitch has based on what the pitcher is actually doing. This graphic that you're seeing, when you go on Baseball Savant, is totally manipulatable. You can move it and you can change the direction so you can see it from the catcher perspective, from the pitcher perspective, and you can really get an idea of how that pitch is moving and what the pitcher is doing to make that happen.
Wow. I imagine teams have been looking at this sort of thing. Already, obviously, they've been looking at things where their pitch goes and everything else. There's also a new visualization for arm slots. Tell us about that.
Oh my gosh, this one is just really fun. Obviously, it tells us a lot, but the images with it are really cool. So we know the idea of release points, and here you can see every pitcher in the major, and not just what that release point is, but what the angle is of their arm to create that release point. And of course, who I always think of here is Tyler Rogers and the idea of being that cider and being that submariner. And you see him, he is the fun element in today's game. And this just gives us another way to describe how pitches that are thrown at the same velocity are able to move in such different ways. If we look at two guys to throw the same 95-mile-an-hour fastball, where you would see them based on that arm slot, they're able to create different movement, and that's why it seems so different to the hitter while they're in the box. And again, just at face value, how much fun are those graphics? To see all those angles of the arms, I think it's really, really fun.
That is, and Rogers are on the both sides of that, going out very wide. Sarah, always a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you so much, and enjoy the playoffs. We'll talk to you again soon. Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks so much for having me, VK.